Now with this, the next talk that I'm going to take you to is regarding the correct attitude. What is that correct attitude or a positive attitude that we can develop to lead the life so that we can achieve or attain our goals or the true purpose of our life. So let's look at what is attitude. Attitude is nothing but it's a way of feeling or acting towards a person, thing or situation. So it's our way of our reaction towards a particular situation, and this could be termed as either positive or negative. Positive or negative is what we normally term attitude as something, and we also call it extrovert or introvert, but these terms are more utilized for the personalities rather than the attitudes. And the factors which determine our attitude are, of course, our upbringing, our family values, what our parents have taught, what we have learned during our childhood, our own psychology, how we perceive these values. Say for example, in a family, when there are two brothers who are of the almost a similar age, both can be diametrically opposite. Both have been lived in the same environment, their upbringing has been the same, the family values are the same, but their psychology perceives differently, and that's why they are completely different people. And this is what we look and see in life. So how our belief systems are shaping up when we are a child, how the society and the culture influences us while we are being brought up, and our economics. Somebody is working or he's brought up in a stout surrounding or a thrifty circumstances, then his mind also shapes up accordingly. So our economics also play an important role in determining our attitude. And our attitude would determine what altitude we can reach, and this is his famous words of Soichiro Honda. I would just like to share with you the story of Soichiro Honda. He started with his small company which was making pistons in 1938, and during the Second World War, 1944, his factory was destroyed by the American bombs. And then there was another factory which was also destroyed by an earthquake in 1945. So everything what he had worked for almost 7-8 years was destroyed, and he made a very famous statement. He says, "Thank God, everything is lost, I can start afresh." So what an attitude. This is a very, very positive attitude, that you always can think positively. And that's when he started a motor company called the Honda Motor Company. They were actually making motors for bicycles, and that's why they termed it as a motorcycle. So they created very nice motorcycles, they created world-class motorcycles, and by 1960s and 70s they were actually marketing in the US. And this was a beautiful story of Soichiro Honda, what kind of attitude he had. Of course, they came into the car market much later. They were primarily a motorcycle company. So this is the way how we can deal with most adverse circumstances in our life. Even if everything is lost, we can say that, okay, I can start all over again. So this is a wonderful and a very positive attitude. So patience and perseverance is very important. Both of them may look on the surface that they both are antithesis or opposite to each other. While patience is more passive, perseverance is more active, you keep trying. However, it's not true. You can have patience and perseverance. Like Jeff Bezos, even after attaining so much of success in life, he still says that it is always day one for me. So it's like, he has that kind of patience and perseverance to continuously achieve more and more in his life. And there is this beautiful lesson that I tell all my friends who are entrepreneurs, how Chinese bamboo tree story. So this teaches us these three virtues of patience, persistence and faith. The story it's a real story. The Chinese bamboo tree, when you put the seeds into the ground, then the person who nurtures these seeds has to keep watering these plants for at least 4 years. For 4 years, the roots don't sprout and nothing comes out above the surface of the ground. So for 4 years, the person who is taking care of the shoots need to keep nurturing the shoots with water and other things. And at 5 years time, the plant breaks the ground and comes out of the ground, and then within 80 days it almost traverses almost 80 feet high. So this is the story of the Chinese bamboo tree, that you have to keep nurturing your whatever passions you have or whatever profession you are in. You have to keep nurturing for years together. You may feel that there is not much progress, you are not achieving much, but you have to still keep nurturing. You need to have a lot of patience, a lot of persistence, and have a faith that it's going to work. And then finally it branches out, and then it can grow very, very rapidly. So this is a beautiful story. You could go to the internet and look for Chinese bamboo tree story. There are many such, there are some sites which can help you guide to this story. So it's important that in today's world we can achieve only as a team, and as a team what we could achieve in 1983 World Cup, which was unexpected, something which we never believed that could be possible, that we could win with the kind of team we had, but everybody together working in close unison with could create that historic World Cup win for us in 1983. So together as a team we can achieve much more than what we can as an individual. Similarly, attitude has a direct correlation with behavior. There is a lot of research being done in psychology at the moment which says that there are some theoretical approaches how attitude determines the behavior, but all this it is linked to each other in a controlled and a deliberative process. I am not going into the details of the theory, but definitely our attitude and our behavior are interlinked with each other. Most of us are in our comfort zones, so we have to get out of these comfort zones. We have to try and challenge ourselves. We have to try and make sure that we are conscious and we are aware that we break our everything that we want is one step outside our comfort zone, and with this we have to break free from our comfort zones. Can I change my attitude? Yes, I definitely can, with gentle persuasion, with self-awareness. I must know what I need to change, what is positive inside me, what is not so positive inside me, and with proper communication with my own self, I can definitely change my attitude. So I would just like to give some tips how we can change our attitude. We should act with a purpose in mind. If we have a purpose in our mind, then it will help you to choose our attitude to achieve the results towards that particular purpose. We must stretch our limits every day. As I said, we should get out of our comfort zones, challenge ourselves, try learning new things, take action without expecting the results. This is difficult, but it is not impossible. In the Indian wisdom, this is what is called as a karma yoga, and I'm going to talk about it later in some of the talks. What is action without expecting the results? How is it possible? What does it mean? What is the ancient Indian wisdom talk about? How can we do our work without expecting results? So it's actually not possible, but what is the understanding behind which we can do our action? That is correctly what we will talk later on. Use setbacks to improve our skills. Seek those who share positive attitude. Surround yourself with people who are, you share the positive attitude. Don't take yourself so seriously in life, and forgive the limitations of others to feel happy and be at peace with your own self and say thank you. Often have a feeling or have a habit or have a gratitude always in your mind for small little things that people do for you and for everybody in the universe is doing for ourselves. So with this, I would like to end this talk by an attitude which Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, says that Sukha Dukhe Same Krutva Labha Labhau Jaya Jayo Tato Yudhaya Yudjasva Naivam Papamavapyasi. Means that you take the pleasure and the pain, the gain and the loss, the victory and the defeat in the same stride and prepare for the battle, thus you will have no sin. So it's essentially the message of being equipoised in life within all the dualities of life, and we need to do our duty with this attitude, and then we will not have any ill will in our mind. So that is the attitude that we should try to pursue, which could give us a lot of feeling of happiness and satisfaction and peace of mind. So with this, I come to the end of this talk on attitude. What is a positive attitude? How we can change our attitude, and how attitude matters to our relationships, our behavior, and ultimately whatever we want to achieve in our life. So thank you very much.